Hey my friends, welcome back to a new video. Today we'll be talking about how to find your life's purpose. So I will explain to you how I found it and what are practical ways you can use in your life to find your purpose, to find your source of joy, your source of happiness, and what you want to bring to this world, and how to find what is that thing that is truly inspiring you, which is truly, waking you up in the morning inspired to make things happen. So if we go into ancient roots, we can find out that many different philosophers had a precise idea or explanation about the importance of the life's purpose. For example, the Native Americans, there's one quote which says wisdom and peace come when you start living the life the Creator intended for you. Which is meant there is a mission, there is a purpose within you. And once you tap deeper into it, you will tap into the wisdom of life, you will tap into the inner peace, which will start driving your life, and you will experience a greater harmony. There's another quote which is also coming from Native Americans, and this one goes like that: everything on the earth has a purpose, every disease an herb to cure it, and every person a mission. This is the Indian theory of existence. So, my friends, everything has a purpose, and every man and woman has a mission. So again, we just need to learn to in tune with it, to tap deeper into it, because all of us have a unique mission here. All of us have different desires, different things are inspiring us. But we all have that inner drive which is kinda urging us to find what more there is to life. What is that fire which is truly motivating us to make certain things happen? Then if we go into Greek ancient philosophy, we can find Aristotle, who said happiness is the meaning and the purpose of life, the whole aim and end of human existence. Right? So, if you want to be happy, you need to live your life purposefully. And if you want to live your life purposefully, you need to find happiness. A great connection. And then we have another Greek philosopher, Heraclitus. He said, it is in changing that we find purpose. This one is so powerful because, in the modern society, most people think that to find purpose, you need to wait that it will find you, right? But the purpose is within you, and you can only tap into it by consistently trying new things. So we have an ancient Japanese concept or method called Ikigai, which means a reason for being. And most people, when they are searching for purpose, they may come across this concept, which is explaining that in order to find a reason for being, means that you need to find something you love to do. You need to find something the world needs. You need to find something you can be paid for it. And you need to find something you're good at. Once you combine all of it together, you will develop a passion for it. You will you will experience a mission out of it. And eventually you will become better at it. So it will feel like a profession for you eventually. So, my friends, if you're searching the purpose of your life, you firstly need to ask yourself what you truly love to do. And I often find people questioning how to find the things I would love to do, because I don't feel love for anything. I don't feel that great inspiration to do something. So I feel stuck and I feel miserable and so on. So many of us may feel that way, right? And firstly, you need to remind yourself that it's a natural process of finding more of yourself. You know, the only reason that we feel stuck is so we would find a way to get unstuck, right? And many people feel stuck because they are afraid of failure. But failure is actually a great blessing, because every time we fail, we learn something. And when we learn something, we grow. And when we grow, we change. And when we change, we become a new version of ourselves. And every time we become a new version of ourselves, we start projecting a new energy. And when we start projecting a new energy, we start manifesting new results. So the question is, in what kind of direction you're changing? Because you're always changing, because a change is the only constant of life, right? The question is, in what kind of direction you're changing? So if you want to find what you love to do, you will need to try new things until something will just awaken you. For me, it was painting. And later it was sharing what I've learned on my journey, right? I wanted to inspire people. And at the beginning I thought it will be my art, because to me, since I've started drawing and later painting, it was really easy to create art. I can close my eyes and I can see a picture, what to draw. I can put together in my mind different concepts and form a picture which later I can paint it. I found out that maybe I'm naturally gifted in that way. So this is where I found what I want to do in my life. But of course it was not a realization that that's my purpose or that's my mission. Because, you know, when I've decided that I want to paint, I went all in. And when I went all in, people started questioning, like, what are you doing? How will you get paid for it? How will you survive? You know, in this modern world, we need money. How will you pay your bills and buy food and, you know, all of that? And that's where I said, well, I truly want to do it. So if I truly want to do it, I need to find a way to get paid for it. Right? When we find something we love to do, by consistently seeking what inspires us, where we truly see ourselves. A great question for you if you're in that place right now is, what would you do if there would be no money? Because start without any money. Focus. Because so many people quit their dreams because they think there's no money. Money is in everything. You can make money with everything if you stay consistent, driven, and if you have a vision that you want to get money in return. Money will find you, and I will tell you everything, how to do that. So firstly, find something you love to do. Once you will find it, you will feel inspired, you will feel motivated to do more of it. And you will experience that inner peace because you're finally doing something you truly love. Once you will find it, you need to ask yourself what the world needs with what you love to do, or out of that, what the world needs out of doing what you love. So when I've started painting, I've noticed that many people are stressed out, and many artists are copying like well-known paintings or well-known artists. So I've noticed that not many people are actually doing their unique work. As much as I was aware, I was not into art at all, so I had no idea what other artists are doing. I'm still not researching much because I don't want to be influenced by other artists. But I found out that many people are lacking their recognition of their own authenticity in any area of their lives. Many people are lacking that flow state that we experience when we do something we love. Many people are lacking a greater understanding of themselves. So those were realizations for me, what I could bring to the world. Later I found more of those realizations because I'm always keeping up with my work. So out of doing what I love, I've learned that I can provide to the world what in my idea the world truly needs right now. Many people need it. So I've learned what I love to do. I've started doing that, and I've learned what the world needs out of doing what I love. So I've created a mission. There was a birth to my mission. Actually, there was a moment where I've recognized that's why I came. That's why I've come here. So at that point, I've started wondering how to get paid for that. How to get paid for that service. Right? When it comes to money, many people quit. But you know what? If we decide to keep up, we will find a way. New doors will open. And I can tell you what happened to me. When I've started, initiating that, I had like such an enthusiastic idea. And I've noticed that there's a project here in Slovenia where you can sign yourself into that project. It is like a country's support for young entrepreneurs, something like that. And if you have a great idea for your business, you will be accepted into that group, and you will go through a certain process of education for young entrepreneurs. And at the end, you will receive in return a certain amount of money for starting your business. So I signed myself into that project, and I was really enthusiastic. I had that idea. I want to help people psychologically through my art. I want to uplift spirits. I want to uplift people to see a greater meaning of life, and so on. So I wrote down a truly precise business plan, because for that project you needed to look on everything like it's business. So I wrote down precise business plan. I had no idea how I will find clients, how I will make money with that, but I knew that I can help people. And they saw a truly beautiful opportunity in that, in my business plan, and they invited me into it. I was accepted into that project. So I went through that educational process, which was really basic. Like, you would read a book on entrepreneurship and you would learn everything we've been talking there. So I knew most of the things we were talking there. But at the end, I received money in return. That was a great amount for me back at that time. And it was enough for me to support myself at the beginning of my process. So I found that there is a way to make money with that. But because I was there in that group, in that project, I got a mentor. And mentor found my business plan. And she was really intuitive woman, really, really loving, open-hearted woman. We are still good friends. And she knew some people in some gallery, and she gave me the number. I called them, and they gave me an opportunity to have my first exhibition. On my first exhibition, I met my first clients. With some of them, I'm still in a good contact. We are still good friends, and some of them are still supporting my work now, which is truly, truly beautiful. You know how the universe is opening doors for you if you're keeping up with that process. So I'm telling you that story. I've never shared that story before, but I'm telling you this story now because it can just show you. Not to say how good I am or whatever. I don't care about it. But what I care about is to show you the way that it is possible. Whatever you do, it is possible if you truly put your heart and your soul and everything you have into it. It doesn't mean that you should quit your job right now, but if you start working on that, even just as a side project, but you keep up with it, you stay consistent day by day, month by month, year by year. And if you're learning and educating yourself and growing and expanding, eventually your side project will become much bigger than your job, and at some point you will be able to quit your job. That's where we get to the next stage of our life's purpose, which is to do what you're good at, right? We can only become good at something if we are consistently doing that. So often people write me like, I would love to paint like you're painting, but every time I try to paint something, I fail. Like I want to paint a portrait or a landscape or something I see in my vision, but painting is always different. It's bad. It's not like the way I want it to be. You know how long I was wasting, like it felt like I'm wasting canvases because I wanted to paint something, but I couldn't because I didn't have the skill. So I was learning all by myself. I had no money to buy to go to a workshop for painting or to find somebody who would teach me. I also had no idea where to find people like that because I was not into art. I was always into sports. I was in extreme sports for over 12 years. And that was all I was doing before that. So it was completely something new. But I've started learning over YouTube videos, and I've started practicing by myself, trying all possible different techniques and mixing colors in all possible different ways. Be like a kid. You know, I was like a kid, I was playing. And the best thing is, if we don't have any rules in our minds how a painting or whatever you're doing should be, because if you don't have any rules, you will find your completely unique way to make it happen. So, for example, Pablo Picasso said, you need to learn all the rules so you can break them like an artist. But I found out that you don't even need to learn all the rules because you can create your own ones. So, depends of what you're doing or whatever you're doing. If you will stay consistent with it, you will become good at it. So now we have that beautiful circle. Find something you love to do. Ask yourself what the world needs out of what you truly love to do. Then find a way to get paid for it. Whatever you're doing, there's a way to get paid for it. For me, back at that time, that was this project where I've signed myself in. But I could say, well, nobody will understand my idea. There were like normal business people. You know, it was not something special like some artists, or to me, I was kind of different there because I was into art and my ideas were completely different. So there were people which were selling cars, there were people which were cleaning homes, there were people which were having online shops, and most people just signed into it to get money in return. But I signed into it because I saw an opportunity. And that great opportunity was not actually money, but eventually I met mentor which introduced me to new people, and new people introduced me to new people. And that's where I opened my new doors. So you see, the universe works in mysterious ways. But to experience changes, we need to go with the changes. We need to constantly change ourselves, and we need to let go of what we thought that is not possible. We need to let go of the beliefs which are not supporting who we want to become. That's how we will develop a passion for life, a passion for creating, a passion for helping, a passion for service. You will experience a mission to do more of that, and you will become good at it. And that's how will you find your reason for being. So my friend, don't be so hard on yourself because you think like people around you are talented and people around you are following their purpose and their mission and whatever. Don't focus on that because you have just been distracted from searching your love for living. You know, it's all within you. You will never find it by focusing outside of you, by looking what other people are doing. You know, so many people which you see on social media, they present themselves as they are perfect, maybe, or you see themselves, you see them as they are perfect. But you know, we all are failing. We all are going through our deepest struggles. We all feel miserable here and there. We all feel bad. We all feel exhausted. We all feel like we are stuck. We all feel afraid. I feel that way as well. I'm not perfect. And you know, often people say me I'm talented, but sometimes I feel like I'm not. Sometimes I feel like I'm losing myself. Sometimes I feel like I don't want to do any of that. But I keep up because I know that there's more than that limited state of being. That I can overcome myself by keeping up, tapping deeper into myself and keeping up moving myself forward. And sometimes when I don't know what to paint, I will take a break and I will do some other things. I will meditate, I will spend more time outside, I will travel a little bit, or I will do other things. That's why I do so many different things. I'm making this kind of videos which requires a lot of work, a lot of time. And I'm painting, and I'm writing, and sometimes I'm posting things on Instagram and social media. And sometimes I'm helping people in different ways. So, my friends, I'm only talking about it to give you maybe a feeling that we are all going through what you're going through. And it's all actually a natural process of evolution. So just don't get stuck. Don't stay there. Don't stay there. Because there's always something more meant for you. Keep up on your path, my friends. Because as I mentioned before with the quote, it is in changing that we find purpose. So keep changing yourself, keep changing your beliefs, keep changing your behaving patterns, keep trying new things until you fall in love with something special. And then do it, and do it more, and do it more. Because often I see people, they find something they're passionate about, but as soon as they lose the inspiration, they quit. So for 1 year, for example, somebody is doing something, he or she is really passionate about it, but because after 1 year they don't see the results or they lose inspiration, they quit. You know, we lose inspiration so we would get to the next level. Once we've drained ourselves from certain inspiring ideas, it's time to get to the next level. It's time to move on. It's time to find new ways. But don't change your path completely every single month or every single year, because that's how we get nowhere. So, my friends, this is it for today. I hope this video can help you to find your purpose and your inspiration for living. Let me know in the comments below what you think about it, or if you have any questions for more videos with that kind of topic, because I think it's really important. So, my friends, till next time, Have a beautiful day. I'm sending you lots of love, blessings, and power. Thanks to all of you for supporting my art in my Etsy shop, I Draw My Passion. You can find more of my art also on my Instagram page, I Draw My Passion. See you there, my friends. Till next time, one love.